You're in it.
I know.
Hi, this is Liz. We're back. We had some internet issues, so we had chalked this side of the board. It says fall breeze and autumn leaves. And we are painting this side of the board with white. And I put 4 coats on it, but we're going to continue. Even though you can see a little bit of the words underneath, that's going to be okay. So I see there's a little bit of paint that's still not dry, so I'm just going to use my heat gun to dry that up.
Are you doing the right too?
Yes. So we have that, and now we're going to glue on one of these 1-gallon paint stir sticks, and I believe I got these from Home Depot. And this is going to be the brim of his hat. If I can get one of them out of here. Guess I have to get all of this off before I can take one out. Okay. So here we go. This is what they look like. And we're just going to take one and we're going to glue it about right here. And actually, we're going to cover it with some burlap first. So I just have this 5.5-inch burlap. It's on a roll. It came from, I believe, Walmart. So I'm going to wrap it. I'm going to wrap my paint stir stick in the burlap. So I'm just going to cut a piece. That's the length of the stir stick. And then I'm going to hot glue it on. So I'm using a high temperature glue gun. You can use a lower temperature for this probably. And I'm just taking it and I'm going to glue the back side of the stir stick. I'm going to fold the edge of the burlap over top of that. I'm just going to hold it as I go so it'll stick down. So this is what we have. And I might need to glue it a little more. Yep. Right here. I'm going to glue that and I'll just put it face down on my board here and press it. Okay, that did the trick. So then I'm going to continue wrapping it to this side, and then we want to cut off. Oh, I see this didn't get stuck, so I'm going to push that down. I guess I need to mark this part 2 of my video. Let's see if I can find the no. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and see, that's the chalk paste. Well, I'll do that later. Anyway, we're going to continue on here, so I'm just going to take this to the side. I'm going to cut off enough so that I could wrap it around. And I'm just cutting between 2 of the little pieces of burlap that, you know, is going in between there. I'm just cutting in between it. Just like this, so it's even. And then I'm going to glue down this side. So I'm just going to flip this over and let it rest. Yep, that's not going to work. So anyway, I'm pressing it down with my fingers. This one piece did come off. So I need to put some extra glue here. So I'm just going to keep gluing it until it all lays down flat. Ouch! Oh, that hurt. Okay, I think that's good right there. So this is what we have is our strip with burlap on it. And we are going to hot glue that up at the top here after we put the burlap on the top for his hat. So I'm gonna get a whole piece here. And I'm not sure if, I guess I'm gonna do it over the edges too. I think that would be a good idea. So I'm just gonna cut it right here. Okay, so I just have this piece right here and we're gonna glue that right on there. So, have my hot glue. Put it on the edge here, right here. And then I'm going to take it and go across the top. Now I'm putting 2 strips of glue here. One on the top part of the frame and one on the bottom part of the frame. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Okay. Get that off my finger. Now I'm just going to trim up the edge here so that it's not over my board. Okay, and this is what we have, and now we're going to glue on the rim of our hat.
IT department is back.
So I'm just putting 3 strips of glue along here to catch, not hurt, to catch the brim of the hat. So this is what we have so far. And now we're going to make his eyes. So I saw a crafter do this on the Craft-a-thon. She said just use what you have, and I have the handle of the scissors here, and I thought that would make cute eyes. So I'm just going to hold it to where I think his eyes should be, and then I'm going to trace around it, and then I'm going to flip it over and do the other one. So he has 2, I don't know if you can see that or not. There, you can see it a little bit. There's his eyes. So I'm going to take my brush here and I'm going to work on his eyes. I think I'm going to do them in black and then put a little bit of white down at the bottom. So I'm just going to put a little bit of paint in my lid here. And then I'm going to paint the inside of his eye shape. And I'm just using a little thin brush. Turn it around here. This is what we have so far. So I'm just going around the pencil line that I used when I went around the handle of the scissors. So there's one eye, and now we're going to get the other one. That's what we have so far. Now, if you could freehand these, feel free to. I'm not a very good artist, so when people give me ideas to do it a different way, where I can trace something, I'm all for that. So that's what I did. I traced around the handle of the scissors, and that's how I got his eye shape. Okay, that's what we have. And when that dries, then we're going to put a little dot of white in there for his pupil. And you know what? We need to go ahead and do his nose and his mouth. So let me keep the black out. Grab my pencil. So I want to have this there and this over here. And then I'm just going to do like a squiggly line. And then I'm going to paint over that with my black. And get some more black on here. And then I'm just going to go over my line. And I'm sure you guys are better at this than I am. Okay, here's what we have so far. It kind of looks like a ghost almost. So I'm just going to put a few X's on here, make it look like maybe stitched on or something. And then we're going to do his nose. So we're going to do that in orange. And I just have this Anita's acrylic orange paint. And again, I'm just going to draw him a triangle shaped nose. And then I'm going to take my another small brush, and I'm going to outline the edges. And the name of this paint is Pumpkin. At least I think it is. Let me see. Yes, Pumpkin. Let me move this. I don't want to get burnt. So I'm just filling in his nose, and then I'll outline it in the black, so it would be more noticeable. And so you don't see the pencil marks. Okay, so we're gonna put this up, and I'm gonna get my black again. And I'm gonna outline his nose. Okay, and I'm going to put some little X's on there. Or maybe just little lines. Make it look like it's sewn on. And then I'm going to go around his... Oh, I'm going to put his pupil in and then go around his eyes once I get the pupil in. Well, we'll see. I guess it's not really his pupil, but I'm gonna put a little dot in there. Let's see what that looks like. It'll be a little freaky. Well, it's different. It's different. So we need to give him a little pink cheeks. So I'm gonna see if I can find a little bit of pink paint here. Get the brush that had the white on it. Put a little bit on here. I'm hoping he's going to look like a scarecrow and not a snowman. But we will see. Okay, so I have a leaf here. This is one of the leaves from Dollar Tree. It's one of those burlap leaves. So I cut it down a little bit I just went around the edges and cut pieces off. This felt like it was a little bit too big for this project. Now it still has the wire here so that I can bend it and shape it. And I'm going to hot glue it right there. I'm just going to press that down. And that way too, maybe it'll stick to the board and not just the other burlap. And then I have these flowers left over from another project that we did. And I'm going to use the yellow flower. And we also have these other leaves, and I thought about using them too. Not quite sure yet. Let's see. But yeah, I think that'll look good. So I'm going to cut this off a little bit. Make it flatter. And then I'm going to put this leaf on. And then we'll put our flower on. And I need another glue stick. So I'm just putting glue around the bottom of my flower. And I'm going to sit that right there on top of the leaf. So we're just going to use that one flower for now. And this is what we have so far. And then we're going to make him a little bow tie. So I'm going to cut it almost to the edges of the inside part here, but not quite. And then we're going to dovetail it where you just cut it at an angle on the edges. And then we're going to make another one smaller than this one. So right here, we're going to do the same thing, dovetail the edges. Throw these pieces away. And then I have this little piece of jute I'm going to use to tie these together. So I have this smaller piece. Let me make sure I have them right. Okay. So I have the smaller piece and a larger piece. So I'm putting the smaller piece on the top and the larger piece on the bottom, and then I'm just going to crinkle them and then tie them in the center. And I have my jute here. I'm going to loop it, take it to the back, put the end through the loop, pull it tight, and then tie that in a knot. So just tie that in a knot, and then I'm going to trim off my jute. Then I'm going to fluff his little bow tie here. So here we have his little bow tie, and I'm going to put it, hot glue it right here underneath his mouth, but on the board itself. I'm going to hold it there for a few seconds. And then we're going to add some flowers to it. So I thought about two of these little daisy looking flowers. Not really daisy, because I guess because daisies are yellow in the center and these are brown in the center. But that's what we're going to use. I'm going to cut off this end here so it'll sit flush. And depending on what it looks like, we may just use one. Yeah, I think No, I might use 2 that way. I think that's what I'll do. So we'll use 1 up and 1 down. So I'll put 1 right above it. And then I'll put 1 right below it. Okay, so we have this so far, and we want to give him a patch. So I'm just going to use the same ribbon here. I'm going to cut it kind of in a square. I'm going to cut the edges off, and then I'm going to see if I can fray it. Oh yeah, there we go. It's looking good. So I just frayed that a little bit, and then I'm going to put it over here, right over there. So I'm going to hot glue that on there. I'm going to kind of turn it. And yeah, and I was going to put a bird on his hat. Let me go get that. It might be too big. And then I got to figure out how to get this off. I was going to get it out earlier and then I forgot about it. So I have this bird that I had gotten from Hobby Lobby. And I thought it would be cute to put it on its hat. But, oh, there we go. So I got these out. And I gotta get this out. Oh, let that out. Now I gotta get this off some way. I didn't know about that. I might have to stick it in between the board here, like this. I do want to paint it black though. I'll put it down through here. I don't know. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, we're going to paint this black real quick, and then we'll figure it out. I don't know if I can cut this. This is a pretty thick wire. So I'm going to get out my paintbrush for my black. Get a bigger one here. And we're going to paint this bird black. And I'll leave his white eye on there. But we're going to paint the whole bird black. The front, the back, the sides, the whole works. He's going to be a black bird. Crow. It's going to be a crow. So I'm just painting in black. I'm just trying to be a little bit careful around the his eye there. You have to use one of, let me get one of the smaller brushes. It'll be easier. Let's see, we got to get this little bit of white and blue right there. Okay, I think we got it. I'm just going to paint the back side of him black. Because you will see the back side of him if you have the board open to the fall leaves and autumn breeze part. Okay, there we have our blackbird. And I'm just going to go over the flower just a little bit. Put a little bit of dusting of white on it. I mean black on it, just a little bit. Okay. There we have our crow, our blackbird, and then I'm going to dry him off. See a spot I missed, so let me go over this a bit. And I'll dry the back side of him. And then we'll figure out how to attach him to our family here, to our scarecrow. I did see a couple of spots over here that I need to touch up. Okay, I'm going to dry those. I think it's done. And let's see how we can get this on our scarecrow. Oh, I forgot his hair. Oh, I knew something was missing. Okay, well we can take care of that. We can take care of that. Can't believe I forgot that. We can put him right there. That way it looks like he's perching on the brim of his hat. So I'm just going to put some hot glue right here. We're going to put him on there. We'll have part of that showing. It looks like his leg. And then let me touch this up a little bit. We got a little bit of white showing through. Okay, I can't believe I forgot his hair. So we definitely have to get his hair on there. And then he'll definitely look like a scarecrow. So let me get this out of the way. And then we will work on his hair. This has wet paint on it. I don't want to get it on him. So let me put that in the floor. We'll get our raffia out here. And then we will start hot gluing some hair on him. So he won't look like a scarecrow unless he has hair. That's what's going to make him look like a scarecrow and not a snowman. So we should be able to get it up underneath there somehow. Might have to remove this brim part of it. You know what? Let me use my heat gun. It'll get it off. Let's see. Well, it's up. It's up enough, so we'll get it. So let me get several pieces of this. And then we'll just, I'm just measuring down to the bottom of his chin where his bow tie is, and then folding it over. So that's all I'm doing. And then I'm going to put this up underneath the brim of his hat there. So I'm going to put glue on the board and then glue on the hat brim. And then I'm just going to stuff this underneath there and then hold it down. And then I will cut these edges off. I will cut the loops. Oh, and I just pulled it out. Okay, you gotta get back up in there. I should probably use, what's that white thing I have? I don't know what I did with it. I could probably use this. Let's put some more glue in there. Pour this down. My good, his hair's falling out. Okay, so we'll do a couple more of these. Yeah, actually, you guys, this is my first Scarecrow, so give me some grace on this. Not very good at it. This is my first one. And put this up in here. So I just did a string of glue up underneath there, underneath his hat brim. Put a little more here so it'll stay on his hair falling out. We'll have to give him some bangs too. And I need to loosen this. Okay, so if you ever need to loosen hot glue, just use your heat gun and it'll loosen it up for you. I'm just shoving it up in there. then pushing it down so it'll stick. How's everybody on this Saturday? We're gonna start painting our living room this week. That's what we have planned. Do you guys have any plans for the weekend? Okay, I'm hoping that sticks. And then I'm gonna get a couple more here. I probably should have tied these down. You know, tied them in bundles or something. Maybe it would have worked better. But we'll see. And we'll probably have to give him a haircut. Okay, so let's give him some bangs. It's probably too small. So let's get some pieces here. Let's get this piece here. We'll put this up in there. And hopefully it'll stay. And we'll do another one on the other side. And I still got black paint everywhere. That's not gonna work. That's too much. Need less here. Probably this much here. Right here. And I'm gonna put it right here. Kind of over his eye there. I need to put a little bit more of the long stuff over here because he's looking a little bald. So let me get a couple pieces. And then we might be done, not sure. We might be done. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Ouch. Okay, that hurt, that hurt. I'm gonna cut the loops and then see if he needs a haircut, see if he needs some more. I need a few more bangs on this side. see how we can fix that. Let's use one of these. One of these. We'll put them right in there. Let's see what we have. Okay, so here's what we have. And I think he's going to need a little bit of a haircut. Right there. And right there. What do you guys think? Does it look like a scarecrow? So it's our sandwich board from the Dollar Tree that costs $5. And we have our scarecrow on this side. And then we have our fall breeze and autumn leaves on this side. So you could sit this on your fireplace, in front of your fireplace. That's probably where I'm going to sit this. After we paint the living room, I'm going to start decorating for fall. I can't wait to start using all the crafts I've done to do that. So I will take a picture of this on both sides, and I'll post the picture on Liz's craft page. Thank you all for supporting me, and if you want to buy the stencil or the chalk paste, please use my link. I would appreciate it. I do get a little commission, and it does not cost you any extra. So I will see you back here tomorrow at noon with another craft. So until then, keep crafting. Bye.